boys and ladies. Decided to wake up in a good mood and help you guys out with a cheap team for the start of FC25. I mean, I've had early access, so I've been quite lucky already. But I know for a lot of you who had to wait and decided to play the game now, I know y'all need a good-looking team to help you get started. So decided, you know what? Let me go and look for one of the best options I can find for the cheapest as well, and I'm gonna give you guys the custom tactics with it as well. So yeah, let's go into it. For the goalkeeper, I'm gonna go smooth quickly. I'm gonna go for Vicario, who is a 6'4" goalkeeper from the Prem. He is 84 rated. He has one of the best stats for one of the cheapest options you can get, and he has the only playstyle you need is footwork apparently. But he's also got a sweeper keeper plus, and I will explain a little bit in a moment what the plus signs means, even though I don't have to, because if I look at the screen right now, I can already see the A plus sign means the player has mastered the role, while a plus sign indicates the player is world class, aka in that position that he's playing in. But I will get deeper into that once we get to the custom tactics. So this is why I'm choosing Vicario for a starter squad, especially when you are just recently started, and especially while I'm saying this right now as well, this is a full Premier League team. If you guys need any other leagues or want like something different, I can hook you guys up with that as well. But for now, we're gonna stick to the Prem, because the Prem has, well, the best and the cheapest options you can have. So from the goalkeeper, we're gonna go to Vicario, and then for our right back position, we're gonna go for Gusto. So Gusto is one of the best ones. He's one of the cheapest ones as well. I think he's below 2,000 coins. And the reason why I'm definitely recommending Gusto is especially because not only of his 88 paces of right back, it's also a very good thing to have. But in case you like to play a different style than usual people, he has attacking wingback plus and he has wingback plus. So for the meaning of that means pretty much he goes a little bit more forward, but he comes back as well, and he's more controlling slash midfielder as well. So he runs up down and forward a lot. So definitely a recommendation: attacking wingback plus and wingback plus. So that's why I said go for the right back option, Gusto. Now we're gonna go into our first center back. Our center back is Todibo. Todibo is someone I still come up against. People really like playing this guy based off his pace and his defending skills, but he's quite tall as well. So if you can see, he's 6'3" with 3-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. So yeah, definitely a recommendation when it comes to a center back, and he has stopper plus and ball playing plus defender. So for all center backs at the moment, having stopper plus is like one of the go-tos you must have, especially because of the new custom tactics that FC25 has instead of the previous ones. So stopper plus and ball playing plus defender, definitely a recommendation to have in your starting 11 when you started off FIFA today, or at least FC25. So to partner him up in your center back position, you might think he's a bit expensive, but I promise you he isn't, which is Gvardiol. Gvardiol obviously can play in two different positions. He can play in the left back position and in the center back one. Obviously recommend him to play in center back instead of the left back, because he's just not quick enough to be on the left side. But the more reason why I say play him in center back is because of the ball playing plus defender option that he has. So yes, definitely go for Gvardiol. He's less than 2,000 coins as well, so definitely a recommendation as well. Then we're gonna go over to the new left back who has recently signed to who's he playing for now? He is playing for Brighton. Okay, I thought I messed it up. Thank God I didn't. He can play in your right back position and your left back position. I'ma be honest, and I'm gonna say playing for the left back position in the attacking wing back plus style. That's the best way you can play. So he will run up as well. He can play your strikers through, but he will also run back in position as well. And he's quick. So I definitely recommend a anchor cam style when you play him, or a sentinel maybe. But for now, Cardiolu is one of the cheapest slash best options when it comes to starting your FC25 11. So we're gonna go over straight to our right winger, which is gonna be Kudus. Kudus has 4 different play styles he can use. He has the right mid, left mid cam, and right wing. I recommend playing in your right mid position or your right wing position based off of his pace, because you don't really want someone like that in your midfield. He has the exact stats you need for a winger. And also, when you do, he has wide playmaker plus and inside forward plus. I'm gonna get everything under control with the moment. Once we get to the custom tags, I will explain exactly what every single one means, so you guys have a little bit more of an indication of how to play the game. So yeah, so definitely buy Kudus, less than 2,000 coins as well. Play him in your right winger spot and play him as a wide playmaker plus, always. Then we're gonna go over to the next sentiment, which is Joelinton. You need a little bit more when it comes to a midfield, a box-to-box player. Hence why this guy has box-to-box plus. He has the perfect defending stats. He has 89 physical. He's not the slowest. He's pretty alright. So definitely use him in your CDM spot or center mid spot and put him to box plus, and you'll be guaranteed you have a good midfielder at least for the first month of the game. Second option, we've got Szoboszlai. So the reason why I put him instead of like any ordinary defender that might other people like to use in the midfield, I'd say because you have Joelinton next to him, I feel like you should have a little bit more of a playmaker in your midfield as well. So hence why he has half winger plus, meaning because you have on the left back side, you have Guardiolu who will run up forward into the striker position a little bit from time to time to play strikes through. He will go from your midfield to your left wing spot and pretty much keep the midfield open so you guys can play through with him. So hence why I say play Szoboszlai in your midfield and put him on half winger plus. He will cover the entire left side as well. So you have an attacking midfielder doing perfectly for you. Then we're gonna go over to the next card is your left wing, which is going to be Savinho. Yes, a lot of people might not choose him, but I definitely recommend him based off of the fact that not only does he have 88 pace for an 82 non-rare, but he also has inside forward plus. Inside forward plus pretty much means he will cover your strikers. So if your striker is running back or he's in another position that you don't want him in, he will be there for you. So you always have a striker to play forward. So definitely recommend him. Play him as a inside forward plus, and make sure to put like anything to boost his pace or shooting stats up. So I either recommend a Hawk or a Hunter Chem style. Use one of those two and you'll have a decent / very good Savinho at your left winger spot. And if you want more, spend more coins, we'll figure it out as well. But for now, Savinho is the one to go for. Then your first striker is gonna be Matheus Cunha. He can play in your striker position and he can play in cam. Reason why I'm saying put him in your striker is he has two pluses. He has false 9 plus and he has poacher plus. False 9 is because of the false 9 formation. He will drop back a little bit to make sure you can play him, and then he will run forward. Or poacher plus. Poacher plus pretty much means he will always make sure he is in the right position for him to get the ball. So I will recommend you guys to use Matheus Cunha in poacher plus style. Don't really like the false 9 since I already got like my midfielders pushing up a little bit, and yeah, so hence why I say poacher plus is the one to go for. And for your last and final striker, I would use Gakpo. He is one of the few 83 rated who in the Premier League who is less than 2,000 coins, but he has one of the good stats you need. He's not the quickest, but at least he has good shooting stats, he has good dribbling, and he's got good passing as well. And most important thing, he has advanced forward plus, hence why I wanted him as well in the striker position. Make sure you put him there. He's always going to be the man to play for. Your attack will always be ready, especially with the defenders that I told you as well, so you don't have to worry about them pushing forward or not being in position, because you always have the right player in the right spot. So make sure to use this, put him in advanced forward, and your team will look a little bit like this. Obviously, you don't have to use the 4-4-2 formation. I'm just using it based on the fact that I'm making a video off of it. But for now, these are the plays I'm recommending. So let's get into a custom tactics. Let's get to the custom tactics. I'm gonna use my own personal squad for this. So for my own personal squad, let's see where it is. Squad selector. My squads. There you go. Okay, so here's my team currently. There's obviously a few things left and right here, but yeah, all of these are pretty much personal except for Courtois or a few more, but doesn't matter. So let's go into our team management, and then I'm gonna show you our custom tactics. As you can see, I'm using my own CJ And let me tell you guys what I'm using. So I'm using the tactical preset of custom. I don't really like using it. I use the standard 4-4-2 formation. I feel like, especially in the FC25 game right now, it's very attacking, and I don't feel like to go for like a 4-4-3 formation or like a 5-3-2 to have too many defenders back. It's like the most standard one, but it works. Hence why I'm using this. So make sure you put your build-up style as short passing. At least that's how I like to play. You can change it to anything you like if you want to go for counter or balanced, but I like to keep it with short passing. I like to keep the players close to each other so I can make an attack. Anyway, defensive approach, always put it on high. A risky approach to defending applies situation pressure, adopting a high line that tends not to track opposition runs. Line height, I put it on at least 70. You can go over to 95. That's way too aggressive in my opinion. Your fallbacks and your defenders will push off way too forward, way too quickly, and it's pretty much always a counter attack you're gonna get. This one stays a little bit in the middle. Balance is too low for me because they pretty much just stand around not doing anything. So I'd like to stick it with 70, and that is the perfect one for me. But you can always play a little around with it and see what works for you. Anyways, now that we've done that, we're gonna go over to the player roles, and this is where the pluses come forward. So everything is obviously, they tell you what it means. So I've got Marcus Thuram, the SBC one, and I've got him in advanced forward plus. So a versatile attacker who usually stays close to the opposition defensive line but opens themselves up for passes in the build-up and makes runs in. So hence why advanced forward plus is pretty much exactly what you need in a striker. He puts himself in a position where he can claim the ball and he makes a run with it as well. Hence the same thing with Payur as well. So hence why I put these two in my striker positions. Not the most expensive, especially with the coins that I have, but I'm just trying to save up for a little bit for more SBCs or whatsoever that's gonna come out. So I've got my Selma Paruelo, or however you say that last name. I don't have her on anything because she doesn't have anything really, so I'm gonna just keep it on balance and then put it on attack. So Kamavinga is definitely one you need to want to. So he has playmaker and half winger and holding plus, but he also has box to box. So as you can see on the left screen, you can see like pretty much the areas that he's gonna cover. For me, holding plus is someone you really want, but box to box is pretty much he's gonna be everywhere. And this player operates between the two boxes, operating as neither the last line of defense nor the final part of an attack, but involved in everything. If Kamavinga is the right player for that, I'm not sure, but when it comes to holding a pivotal role in modern flow, this defensive midfielder focuses on guarding the backline during attacks and covering off against. So really for me, I'd rather have the box to box one and make sure to keep it on balance since you can't change it anyway, but it's definitely one I would recommend. Same with Chouameni, but Chouameni doesn't have a playstyle plus. He just has the same one. While he has deep line playmake, the key hold of playing from the back to the center midfield, I can't even speak. Position midfielder will often be the catalyst for attacks. So is that really something I need? Not sure. I'd rather have him as a box to box as well, or maybe a like holding player, you know, make sure he is always on the focus of defending. So Llorente as a winger plus is a wide midfielder who will always stay wide, hugging the touchline, offering support on the flanks of all phases of play. So he is more of a balanced type of guy, so I would put him on balance with the winger plus. His Marcus Llorente, obviously he's quick, he can attack, but he can also defend. So I'd rather have him going up and down, making sure that he's always in the right positions for me to play him through, so I can play Payur through. You know, and with Mendy, he has a wing back plus, so that means he's also going to be over up the wings. Display versatility and stamina allows him to push upfield to support attacks before returning to their defensive position. So he's going to be up and down a little bit, hence why it's pretty much perfect. And then you've got David Alaba, stopper plus, a ball-winning center back who will step forward from the defensive line to make tackles, intercept pass, and lead the press. So it's all right for me. Pavard, obviously, it's pretty basic. He's got stopper plus. Should definitely use him as that or ball-playing defender. So a modern center back who has comfortable playing outside as playing the ball, capable of moving forward or wider to support the build-up play. So for me personally, a ball-winning center back who will step from the defensive lines, intercept pass, and lead the press is something I'd rather use than the other one. So definitely something I'd look at. And then obviously he's wingback plus. That means he's going to be unstoppable in this role, but I do not want him in this position since I already got Marcus Llorente there. So I'm going to keep him as a fullback. and make sure that his focus is defend, because I don't need him, both of them running up and pretty much leaving my right back position completely empty. So hopefully this video helps you guys out a little bit. Make sure you use any of the plays that I've mentioned, and if you have more coins, obviously you can spend. Make sure you do. That's definitely a recommendation. Or if you need any of other tips of what plays I should use when you have more coins, make sure you let me know as well. Obviously, for the start of FIFA, having players like Mendy is a little bit off the charts, because since he's 130k, I was just lucky enough to pack him. So yeah, and my big advice, especially in the start of the game when you're trying to make coins in FIFA, as you can see, I've got 1.3 mil already, and I'm not even a YouTuber. I'm like, well, I'm a YouTuber, but I haven't spent money on the game yet. I haven't done anything. All I've been doing is pretty much SBCs that come out, or objectives, or play the FUT draft. So I will show you a clip of one of my draft rewards wins today. I won a draft and I packed this. Yeah, so since I got lucky enough to pack someone like her, it was pretty easy to get the coin balance that I'm at now. So yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching, and if you guys need more of these, just let me know and I will make sure to get it for you. Take care. Peace.